Olathe Public Schools plans to build some new schools and close others after voters approved a $389 million bond. The superintendent just gave us an update on what's next. KCTV5's Chandler Watkins joins us live in the newsroom with a closer look at the district's plan. Chandler?
Yeah, the superintendent opened a message to district families by thanking everyone for the passage of Bond 2026. And he says while improvements with that money will be made, the district is still facing a number of issues, including a decline in student enrollment.
The fewer kids that we have in our schools, the fewer budget resources we have coming to us from the state of Kansas.
Olathe Superintendent Dr. Brent Yeager says the recently passed bond will go towards constructing 3 new schools and consolidating 4 elementary schools, among other things, but says it isn't enough. So he outlined the district's next steps.
Very quickly this spring, we're going to identify a task force that will be made up of a staff member and a parent from every single school in our district. We'll have partners from the city of Olathe and a number of people connected with our school district who will serve on that task force.
Their job will be to look at schools in the district and enrollment numbers before coming up with a recommendation on how many schools they believe need to be consolidated. Yeager says this will mainly affect their elementary and middle schools. He doesn't anticipate this affecting their high schools. They'll bring a recommendation to the Olathe Board of Education by this summer.
Quickly after that happens, the district will be getting a steering committee together. That will be a much smaller group of people, and that will be the group that will really work on identifying specific buildings that we need to consolidate or close.
That committee will report its recommendations to the board in early fall, with the board expected to make a decision pretty quickly afterwards.
After that decision is made, then we'll start working on the boundary process. And our hope is that we'll have all of that done and voted on by next January.
Now, there have been some questions raised by district families online. I've been communicating with the district today to arrange an interview to address some of those concerns. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. Reporting in the newsroom, Chandler Watkins, KCTV5 News.
Chandler, thank you.